Welcome to another edition of the Coach Mark Kingston Show. Along with the coach, I'm Jim Lauk. Mike Lefko is on women's basketball duty this week. Bulls are playing some good baseball, coming off a 3-game sweep at home. Looking forward to hosting Florida A&M this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday here at the ballpark. Coach, let's go back to last weekend. One of the things that's been a challenge for the Bulls this year, and really even dating back to last year, is getting that third game on Sunday. A lot of times the Bulls come up with the Friday, Saturday win and can't close the deal for the sweep. Able to do that last weekend in a really nice performance.
Yeah, I thought that was important for us. I had talked to the team before the game and said, guys, we've played 3 weekends so far this year. We won 2 out of 3 all 3 weekends. So we had won the series all 3 weekends opening the year, but we wanted to try to sweep a series. And so by winning Friday and Saturday night against Seton Hall, we came out Sunday with the goal that, hey, okay, we've known we can win 2 out of 3. Let's see if we can actually sweep a series, because that's what good teams do, and that's the next step in the building of a program and of a team. So real happy with the performance we gave on Sunday. Pitching was good, defense was good, and our offense did a lot of good things as well. So I thought that was a good step for our team.
Well, you got off to a great start on Friday night. Jimmy Herget just about unhittable. 8 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 12 Ks, but even with that big number of strikeouts, he limited the pitches enough to get him through 8.
Yeah, he got to his pitch count there just right around 100, and so it was time to get him out of the game. But we gave the ball to the very capable hands of Tommy Peterson, and he closed the door. But Jimmy has been doing that all year for us. Really, he's been doing that his whole career here at USF. You give him the ball, you have a great chance to win. So Friday was no different. He had command of his pitches, he had good stuff, and when he left the game, we had a great chance to win. So that's all you can ask out of your Friday guy.
Tommy Peterson with 2 saves in the series. Michael Farley pitched effectively. That has become a pretty powerful back end of the bullpen now. If your starters don't get past 7, it's still a steep climb for teams playing the Bulls.
Well, I think guys, once again, have started to find good roles for them. I think it's pretty clear that our weekend rotation in some order will be Jimmy Herget, Casey Mulholland, and Joe Cavallero. I think it's pretty clear that Tommy Peterson has grown to be our closer. And then you have Strip Matter and Farley there to also help him out at the end of ball games. So I think you look at those are the key guys right now. They've all done a really good job taking those roles and running with them. And then it's up to the guys past them to carve out a role for themselves. This week, Valdez will get the start, and once again, it's when you get an opportunity, take advantage of it, and so far guys have done that.
We've talked a lot on the radio side about the importance of defense for this team. Obviously important to every team, but maybe even more so a little bit to this USF team this year. We've started to see some small adjustments, and they're subtle. I mean, it may be a case of a guy's been standing here for 10 games in a row, and now he's standing here. Talk a little bit about the adjustments you have made defensively in the last few games with this team.
Well, baseball is a game of adjustments, and we expected coming into the season to play very good defense, and we got off to a slow start. And it wasn't any one guy in particular, it was just overall we got off to a slow start defensively, and it's hard to really put your finger on what that was. Just we weren't playing well, and so in my mind, the only thing you do when you struggle is you just continue to work hard. You continue to look for adjustments you can make, and so we did make a few adjustments from a positioning standpoint. We made a few adjustments from how we're going to practice in terms of we used to spend a lot of time on slow rollers. Now we're spending more time on the routine balls and the hard hit balls that you just have to square up and use really good technique with. So baseball is a constant game of adjustments, and as new coaches here, we're starting to learn exactly what our players need. And sometimes you think they need this, but yet they actually need something else. So it's a constant learning process for the players and for the coaches. And so I think if you look at our statistics and over the last 5 to 7 games, I think our defensive statistics have started to settle in and be where they need to be. So we just need to continue to learn how to get this team best prepared and just move on.
Sunday, Joe Cavallero gets the start, freshman. Been mowing down guys all season long, and really even in the first inning on Sunday you could kind of see that the command wasn't quite there, and that it may turn out to be kind of a difficult afternoon for him. What lessons are learned from that? What has he been working on? You know, it's a different experience for a young guy who's been successful right out of the gate.
Right. Well, the key for me now with Joe is he had great success early on. So how do you handle it? He handled it pretty well. Now he had a little bit of adversity and did not pitch at the top of his game. How will he handle that? For young players, that's what you're looking for. You want to continue to put them into learning situations where here's what you do when you're going well to maintain it, and if you struggle, here's the step back you take, whether it's looking at video, whether it's making sure, you know, mentally were you locked in as much as you needed to be. Whatever the case may be, when you struggle a little bit, you need to learn from it so that the next time you go out, you're back to where you want to be. So from a standpoint for Joe, I think it's good. Luckily, he struggled, but we were still able to pick him up. And as we've talked about, the pitching has picked up the offense a lot. This weekend, the hitting was able to help the pitchers some on Saturday, Sunday. So once again, it's a constant moving the program, moving the team forward. So I think that'll be a good learning experience for Joe, that he wasn't at his best, but he still found a way to keep us in the ball game so that we could score enough runs to win.
All right, stay with us. The Bulls have 3 against Florida A&M coming up. We'll preview that series. When we return, we're going to put one of those nifty little GoPro cameras on center fielder Austin Luke, one of the fastest guys we got, so this ought to be fun. That'll be next on the Coach Mark Kingston Show.
Once again, Tampa General Hospital is proud to be named the #1 hospital in Tampa Bay by U.S. News & World Report and recognized as one of America's best hospitals in 4 specialties: cardiology and heart surgery, nephrology, orthopedics, and urology. #1 in Tampa Bay, again, and one of America's best. Tampa General Hospital, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
We have to do better at bunting. We have to do better at bunting. Okay? Once again, get down low, cover the plate. We need to be in a situation where if that ball is a strike, it has a great chance of being bunted to third.
Could be here a while.
Wow. Be here for a while.
Yeah.
Be here a while.
First thing, I guess I see you calling.
Hey.
Oh my God.
We're not doing a good enough job. Make sure we're low, make sure I'm here, and I don't have to move. I don't do this. As soon as the ball's gonna move the bat back a little bit anyway because of the force of a 90-mile-an-hour pitch. Get it there, keep it there. And if I'm going that way, my angle with my feet will be one way. If I need to go this way, I'm gonna open it up a little more, because the more of this bat can be square and not hard angles like this. How easy it is when you do it right. You barely have to move. Nice. Too high. Too high. Start high. It's going to be too hard. High.
Could it be long? You look smaller, bro. Thanks. Thanks.
We got some juice from the harness.
Some juice.
Yeah, we got some juicy stuff to tell you.
Oh.
About that thing. God dang it. Okay, break and shake. Bulls on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bulls.
Hey.
This is where the legends live, waiting for someone with better innovation. From the brand that reinvented the t-shirt comes the Under Armour Speedform Apollo. This is our rocket ship.
Looking for an individual or family health care plan? Or maybe a dental policy? Look no further than the Tampa Florida Blue Centers in West Shore, Carrollwood, and Pinellas Park. For more information, go to floridablue.com or call the number on the screen.
All right, a first-person look at a Bulls practice through the eyes of the GoPro camera attached to Austin Luke. Austin's a guy who's been around in this program for a while, brings you speed on the base pass, giving you a little pop now too with a couple of home runs.
Yeah, Austin is a guy with really good tools. He can run, he's got good power, he plays really good defense. So he's a guy that I think throughout his career he's been constantly searching to try to put all those tools together, and had a good junior year last year, and now we're hoping he takes that next step. From a power standpoint, I think he has. Last year he had no home runs. This year, early in the season, he already has 2, and he's playing really good defense. And I think the more at bats he gets, the tougher he'll be to pitch to as well. So real happy with his progress. He's maintained a pretty consistent level of effort every day, day in and day out, and that's what you look for. So he's one of the guys that we have on the team. He's a senior. He's been in a lot of games for us over the years, so you just want to continue to see him be one of the guys you can lean on.
Statistically, we've talked a little bit about this. We look at the 2014 stats. We look at the stolen base total, the home run total. You set out to improve them this year, and in both cases, the team is well on their way to showing distinct improvement there. The stolen base number is good, but the percentage of success is good as well, and that was part of winning this past weekend.
I think so, and it still needs to get a lot better. I don't think we're anywhere near where it needs to be long term, but I think our power and our speed, how it translates to wins is improving slowly but surely. We're going to run any chance we get, but we have to be smart about it. You have to run at a certain percentage. We've talked about this before. You don't want to run just to run and run yourself out of innings, or you only get 3 outs an inning. You don't want to carelessly run and take away one of those 3. So we'll continue to run and pick our spots when we think it makes sense with the right guys, and just hope that our power continues to develop as well.
Well, we invite you out to the ballpark right here Friday, Saturday, Sunday this upcoming weekend for 3 against Florida A&M. Coach, our weekends of home baseball have been terrific. Not going to be quite as consistent now. You got a trip to Illinois coming up. We've taken advantage of this type of weather in February and March. Bulls will be on the road a little bit more from here on out. This upcoming weekend in the 3 games, what are you looking for from the team to try to keep this progress going?
Well, each week that goes by, we just want to see improvement. We want to see more things solidified, roles, parts of the lineup, where guys fit into the puzzle. We just want to see improvement. Things that I think if you look at good teams, as the year goes on, they start to make slow improvements, and so that mistakes you were making early in the year you're not making, whether it's base running, whether it's on defense. I just want to continue to see continued improvement in all facets of the game.
Coach, thanks. Have a great week.
Okay, thank you.
Head coach of the Bulls, Mark Kingston. Join us at the ballpark Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then the following week, there's 2 midweek games to enjoy as well. The full schedule is on GoUSFBulls.com. Thanks for joining us. See you soon with another edition of the Coach Mark Kingston Show.